when we were at the Weaver. Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Miss M Vintage. Though if I'm honest, there's not really been that much vintage stuff happening lately. It's just been Miss M does knitting and a little bit of crochet at the exclusion of everything else. You'll have to excuse me, I've been a little bit unwell this week. You can probably hear it up here and hear it up here and see it through here. But here I am because August went pretty well, actually. I'll tell you straight away that I did end up in a net deficit. It is small, but I did purchase yarn, but I finished some awesome projects. So let's just start, shall we? The first item that I finished in August, I really smashed out. It didn't take me very long at all. It was a stockinette project. I took it to Bendigo specifically for the car knitting. I'm proud of this one. I'd been teasing it for a while. It is a cardigan for Dickie in the Peyton's or Cleckheaton Classic, men's classics, something like that, in the Wild Violet colourway of the rustic 8-ply tweed from Bendigo Woolen Mills. We had to go into Newtown to find suitable buttons, and they are beautiful. They've got a really nice sort of, they're probably resin, but they just feel kind of hearty and solid. This has not been blocked. He's worn it a bunch already and it's fine. And this used 631 grams. Isn't it beautiful? Very simple to make. Really enjoyable knit. I started with the sleeves first because I find them, I don't know, I run out of steam at the end of the project if I have to do 2 small tedious sleeves. But if I do the 2 sleeves and then the fronts and then smash the back out, oh, that feels really good. And of course, it has the little tag in the centre back. The next project that I finished, I had some stash that I just wanted to get rid of. I've had it for such a long time. It's this cream kind of beigey yarn. This is a kid size beanie. But some of this is the contrast. Can't remember what this is from. Anyway, stash as well, Bendigo. So I finished this. This was 48 grams. Nice. And then that wasn't enough, so I made an inverse one of that. Here it is, same size. Slightly different interpretation of the pattern, just because of I ran out of the beige yarn. So the lines are slightly different, and I've added some additional stuff. Yeah, but I quite like the inverse nature of them. And the orange one of this was 56 grams. So I don't know why there's such a big difference between the two. This one was 48, this one was 56. Maybe it's just the addition of like an accidental 2 additional rounds. I don't know. But anyway, they're also finished. They will go to charity. In July, I finished a crochet hexicardie in 4-ply, and then I made the same size in a different colorway. This one used up 96 grams of 4-ply. Just a very simple, like single crochet border. Looks like I only went around the border once, but that is also off to charity. Father's Day is quickly approaching, and as per usual, Dad requested some socks. These are the parrot socks, or the yarn colour is called parrot. Just a pretty aggressive, it's an 8-ply acrylic yarn. I think knit on 3mm needles, so it's quite dense. 8-inch sort of calf section. This was a short row heel, which I quite like. It's way faster to do than a heel flap and gusset. So anyway, they're finished, all ready for Father's Day. Hooray. I also, at the same time that I bought this yarn, I bought another kind of rainbowy colourway to make another pair of socks for Dad. They're sort of pinkish and bluish and very silly. But he likes a bright coloured pair of socks. Then I bought some yarn. I went to the Spinners and Weavers open day in Epping. I think that's where it was. And they had some black wattle yarn. Whenever you're watching this in the future, black wattle have decided to close. Super sad, but it means that I've just been purchasing black wattle yarn wherever I can find it because I love the colours. The dyeing is beautiful. So I thought, let's just smash through some quick projects. They're not even full projects. I started making scrappy granny squares. I was going to donate them all to charity because they needed a 20 centimetre by 20 centimetre square. And then they turned them into blankets. But these are like just shy of 20 by 20. You can see that I blocked them quite aggressively. I think I will keep logging them as individual squares. And I'll just keep them for a bit and see if I can put together something kind of scrappy. Because it's just 7 rows of double crochet in a solid granny square. So I think they'll be kind of super mismatched, you know, to put them together. This one is the scrappiest. You'll see this is the parrot from the socks. This is that sort of Mystery Carnival 8-ply that I've had for such a long time from a deceased estate. Finally used the last of that. But anyway, I finished off these 4 squares. They used slightly different amounts of yarn because, just out of frame, I have this jar filled with smaller, shorter scraps, and sometimes I just went burrowing in here to see what I could find, as well as using actual scraps. This rainbow granny square was 20 grams of stash yarn gone. This pastel one, which I think sort of reminds me of the trans flag, which I absolutely dig. That one was 13 grams only. I ended up pulling quite a bit. I think all of the pink was in my scraps jar that is glass jar. This green one was 18 grams. And then this one was 23. So probably that's the most realistic representation of how much goes into a 20 by 20. Well, it's like 18 and a half by 18 and a half granny square. That's all of the things that I finished. I did purchase some yarn. Actually, I know it's not the format of a stash down to show you what I purchased, but I did buy something really bougie with a gift card. I had a gift card that expires in September. Australian gift cards last for 3 years, and it has just been sitting in my wallet. I've been carrying it around, and it was from Morris & Sons. With my stash down goals, I knew that I didn't want to buy more yarn. You know, I could easily buy heaps of yarn, but I thought, why not treat yourself? So I did. May I introduce to you? Yes, this is the Project 39 bag. I chose this one. I did like the 10, which had the top handle, but I really liked that it had the strap as well, because I'm a chronic multiple bag person, so having a strap is super useful. It's really lovely. It's currently filled with the yarn that I purchased through this month. Okay, calm down, I'll show you. Terrible unboxing. Look, it's entirely out of frame. This is the black wattle yarn that I bought when I was at the Weavers and Spinners. I've got 6 balls of that. It's 12-ply. I'm thinking maybe a vest. I think that'd be cute. Anyway, so that's all in here. This is the companion rainbow that I got at the same time. So this is actually called rainbow and this is called parrot. Though it's a very pink heavy rainbow, but I love it. So that's what's in here. And it's, yeah. It's so beautiful. Definitely bougie. That's right, I can use press studs. I'm super happy that I can add this, look super trendy. Love it. Let's do a final recap. I knit out 999 grams. It's a shame that one of these couldn't have had an additional gram, and I purchased in 800. Okay. Which leaves me in a net deficit of 199 grams, which is 3.98 50-gram balls. Not bad. I'm happy with that. I've already purchased yarn in September, so I'm already behind in the month of September. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll just keep smashing things out. You might have seen this here when we were at the Weavers and Spinners open day. I got peer pressured into buying a drop spindle. This is it. It's right here. Ooh, it's a spindle and it drops. And some awesome spinning friends from the knitting group helped us out. Thank you very much, Ben and Sukrita. You guys were super patient with us. It's not great. There are some bits that are not even twisted, and then other bits that are super duper aggressively spun. Here's another bit that's very aggressive. Anyway, it was recommended to me to just keep it as a skein and not use it, and sort of consider it like a capturing a moment in time of learning. And I think I'll probably do that rather than adding it to my stash. Because also, like, is it really usable? No, this is 200 grams of fiber went into this, and I've got maybe like 4 meters, if that. So I did find it quite enjoyable and relaxing to spin, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with this skill development. It's hard learning a new skill when you're an adult, especially a new fine motor skill. I found my arms were getting into all sorts of strange places to make it work. Well, I've got some footage of the Weavers and Spinners Festival. I've got some footage of, I think, me finishing some of these garments. I think I've got stuff of me finishing the purple cardigan. I've got the 2 hats, and we've got this cardigan that can be here like an epaulette. Now we're talking. Why am I like this? Why so silly? I've finished a lot of things. I'm happy with it. I'm thrilled about this cardigan and that Dick was able to wear it a couple of times in winter when it was cold enough. Okay, time to dance it out. I'll see you later.
Chains of love, got a hold on me, yeah. I said chains of love, yeah. So that shows that you don't get that.
I have seen that suggestion multiple times where I pick one cubby on the back wall or something and I try to use all of the yarn in there. Seen that for a while. Medium belly top. Finished this one just the other day, so it's not on a hanger, but there it is. There it is. And that's everything I have for the drop, guys. I spent a lot of time.
I shall have to continue to crochet some squares to make the scrappiest sprites. Wow. I think it's time for another nap, you know?